is really important, and that simplicity is about relevance for consumers. And if they are able to understand what you're trying to do and what the benefits for them are in terms of the action you're asking them to do, I think you have a great chance to actually succeed. I think the key piece over the last number of years has been for us to ensure we're as relevant as we can be to consumers and that we're listening to them as much as we can. And that listening is about ensuring that we're providing them with value on occasions, that we're at the events and where they are going to potentially engage with our brands. So that whole distribution point is very important. And I suppose the final piece again is for them to recognise that they will want to interact with us, so that being available to them is very important, and we can do that through Facebook nowadays, which previously wouldn't have been able to. So when we think of our the mobile app game, the Coors Light Rocky Mountain game, we were able at the very beginning, when people were having some difficulties in trying to understand how to play the game, we were able to respond to them very quickly. That was appreciated by them, and that's a key message, for a key opportunity for us then to talk to them in a relevant manner. We tracked it across a couple of different metrics. So one of the things we were able to do was we were able to see how many people had a free pint that we gave them that they'd won in their wallets, and we were able to track and see how many of those pints were redeemed. Then we were able to go in and ask those individual publicans did they find an uplift in their volume sales, which they were able to tell us. We then subsequently we did some research with consumers who had played the game over a period of time, and asked them what did they do when they won their prize, and 4/5 of them turned around and said, well, we stayed on and had another drink. I suppose a key piece that is very important for us to recognise as a beer marketers is that we have a portfolio of brands, and we target those brands at different types of consumer segments. And so if we don't get that targeting right, we do end up with that overlap. If we get it right, we're able to ensure that the overall portfolio grows for us. We've been able to do that with both Heineken and Coors over the last number of years. They operate quite comfortably alongside one another. And that in part is because Coors Light, in terms of as a brand, has a very clear competitive set that it competes alongside, which we would describe normally as kind of Americana, North Americana type beer brands. And therefore that's who we're able to take market share from. And they in turn try and take market share from us. So it kind of works out reasonably comfortably at the end of the day. But the key piece, I suppose, from our portfolio's perspective is that the portfolio is growing, and it's growing at the expense of our competitive set. We've managed to do that over the last number of years.